The internet.
Handsome devil in the wedding suit. Okay. So I will need to click this button and then click this one and then hell yeah. Oh, I need to click a button. Okay. And I need to do... Got it. That's interesting. It says that it's $5, but I went to the link and it's 10. Okay. Oh, I have to join. Okay.
Yes, you have to join.
Join.
And if you have a preferred pronoun, you can put the pronoun after the join, or you can... Oh, you have to own the game to join a specific region.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome, I'm red now.
Alright.
I'm lowercase? Who made this? That's okay.
I mean, it's your Twitch name, so you made that.
I know.
Oh no, it's the consequences of my own actions.
I like how the tag for the stream is neurodivergent. Is that yours? Did you put that there?
Yeah. I mean, I have ADHD, so yeah. There are some... I don't know if Twitch gives a shit, but YouTube actually cares about that kind of stuff because, like, when I signed up for streaming stuff on YouTube, they were like, hey, we noticed that you tagged yourself as neurodivergent. Would you like to be contacted about things like this? And I was like, sure, I guess. Apparently, like, they put on streaming events for people that are neurodivergent. Not that anyone would ever invite me to anything. Okay, I can't actually click the begin game thing, so we might need to wait for another person.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see if anyone's replied to me here.
I wonder if I could cheese and join myself.
Yeah?
Do you like the new guy?
There you go, that's good. That's good.
I wonder what happens if I try and join my own game.
Okay, I've sent the link to some people.
Oh my god, I can. Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and not vote since I'm already, like, the faction leader. But I found a way to get us to start with only 2 people.
Wait, does this mean that you're not the king anymore?
I have no
I guess 'cause
idea.
You're pulling the...
I mean, I've got a little banner next to it. Whoa.
Maybe that's because you own the game.
That might be because I own the game. I mean, we could start it and see if it breaks.
Oh, did I have to do a lowercase? Who knows? Oh. Oh, hold on. It's okay. I guess that's fixed. Waka says he's at least gonna watch.
Okay. I think this is the most people I've ever had watching my stream.
Yeah, you're getting popular.
Nobody watches me play games. That's okay. I'm actually pretty boring. One of the problems with being neurodivergent is that you can either not focus at all or focus really super hard on like one thing at a time. And so when I'm playing a game, I am terrible at like narrating and talking about what I'm doing.
Oh, Oh, it's a practice skill as well.
Yeah,
Doesn't come easy.
practice skill that I'm not good at. Now, this game's going to be a bit of an exception because there's a lot of reading, and so I may just be reading a lot. Oh, Waka's here. Good, he joined the faction that I'm on. Because I'm definitely not voting on anything.
Oh, you should leave that faction then.
I don't know if there's a command for that.
How do you... let's see. We're gonna trap him into playing. King... Pass... Twitch. Leave. Type join again. I think join does it.
Yep. Nope. It just puts me back where I was.
I don't think there is a leader of a faction.
Okay. I mean, technically there are faction leaders. They'll appear as we're playing.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll be good.
We'll see what happens. Okay, so as the people, y'all's goals are going to either be to rebel or to complete your schemes. Your schemes are determined by random events that when the event happens, you can vote on which scheme you want to do. Every time that I've played this game, you basically will have a statistic that will be the goal for your scheme, whether that be this example that we have down here, lower the kingdom's treasury to 1,500 or less, or it might be like this example that I have up here is like raise your whatever statistic to a certain amount. When you achieve the objective for your scheme, it progresses to the next phase. If you complete the third phase of your scheme, I think your faction wins. The other method that you can win is if your defiance gets really high, you can choose to rebel. And if your military is high enough, you can basically just roll over everybody and take control of the kingdom.
Okay. I'm gonna screenshot. That's what I'm gonna do. Now we're good. I'm good to go now.
Each season you get 3 events to play. Click on one to get started.
Okay.
Coronation, Council Introduction, and the Path to Victory. Let's do Council Introduction because that sounds more thematically appropriate for the story. Okay, Kingdom statistics, authority, stability, treasury. Treasury is obviously how much money I have. Stability is pretty self-explanatory. Authority is kind of how much the ruler is respected. So like if someone has a lot of authority, people are like, we're going to listen to that guy. Whereas if they don't have a lot of authorities, they're like, I guess a wet blanket.
All right.
Region statistics, which are relevant to y'all. You will be able to see your region statistics over here. I think you could also expand the Twitch overlay and it should be able to allow you to see things like what your region statistics are, as well as who is in each region as a player. These will be the statistics that you need to keep track of when you're trying to achieve your schemes. If defiance is higher than authority and stability, a region can trigger a rebellion. This will pause their scheme and is risky if military is low, because your military statistic, this thing, is basically what determines your ability to win. So let's say theoretically on this example they have on the left-hand side of the screen, if the barons decided to rebel with a military of 6, they would lose if the grandees and the patricians decided to combine against them, because the grandees military and the patricians military and the kingdom's military would all kind of combine together to fight them, and they can't beat a 7.
Gotcha. Wait, do you have military? I don't see a score for military.
I think it's based on the events. I've only actually ever seen rebellions happen twice, and it was a long time ago, so my memory might be a little bit fuzzy, but I think there are some things that the kingdom can do that affects the defending military strength.
Okay.
You can scroll through the full list of nobles and their wealth here. Yeah, the thing on the left.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. All right. I've been tutorial.
Now that you are the king, the first... I'm not going to talk like that the whole game. Now that you're the king, the first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles shall hail from all across the kingdom, the wealthy coast, the scorching south, and of course the bleak march. Oh man. So the choices that I make in these kind of decisions a lot of the time will change like who likes me the best. So like if I decided to introduce myself to the barons first.
That's me. Hey, that's me.
Yeah, so yeah, I think the way that this game works is that since the three of you basically joined the game first, you're all going to essentially be the representatives of your faction. So in the event that there's an event that happens in the story that has to do with the faction leader, your name will show up in the story.
Okay.
Do you want to read your dialogue, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah. What up, dude?
What?
I mean, I'm good.
What
I
up,
can read.
dude? Okay.
I can read. You know?
No, I mean
Yeah.
do you want to like read it out loud?
I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Hail and well met, Your
you
Highness.
know.
Under your leadership, we will whip this kingdom into shape.
There's some days where I'm ready to read dialogue. Some days not quite.
Oh, I am the... Okay, that's not cool. Alright. I am the leader of the faction. Apparently you can play.
I don't think you're the leader.
There's
I
a
think it
word
just
for
worked.
playing with yourself.
Yes, there is.
It's
Oh no,
Johan.
I'm religious.
The council hall immediately fills with raised voices, and the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor.
I feel like Johan's yellow vibe.
You sigh and
He's
sit
landed on
back.
the right one.
Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation.
Hell yeah.
Choices and statistics. Certain choices will change stats. Some choices that do so will indicate this stat here. This is also kind of a lie. The tutorial's lying a little bit to you. There are some events that will change statistics without actually telling you they're going to do it. Oh, yeah, never mind. It's telling you now. Ha! I said it was lying, as I was looking at the screen that said that it wasn't lying.
Uh-oh.
These are the upcoming choices that your nobles will vote on. Each of these may change stats in some way. Monarch can change how a vote is run with law. You may choose one law per vote. Try using your veto on one option you dislike. When the vote opens, nobles vote using the !vote command followed by the choice letter, i.e. vote A or vote B. The monarch may close the vote at any time after all nobles have voted or the timer hits 0. I'm not going to do that since this is our first time playing through. There's no reason for me to be a cutthroat jerk about it.
Okay.
Alright. So, if you choose to... I mean, I probably should have vetoed A, but... If you vote for A, you're basically draining the treasury. but increasing stability of the kingdom, which will make it harder for, I think, harder for people to rebel. B drains the treasury more, increases trade, and increases wealth.
Okay. Got it. We do the... Ooh, okay.
Yeet the king.
Throw the king into the river. I think, isn't that technically a baptism?
Oh man, Waka's gonna have to break this.
Waka, you gotta vote. I mean, Waka could also vote for one of the other ones, and then it would basically be a three-way tie, and then it would leave it for me to decide.
He's not voting.
Waka!
He may be working.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he may be working. Okay, we'll just go with this then. Yeah, I don't want my authority going down. This kingdom is gonna be poor! This shows which stats have been changed and by how much. Alright, so the treasury has basically been destroyed. Thanks. Dignitaries arrive from all corners of Celeste Oth, and it's only appropriate you show off. A trained eagle drops a ruby-encrusted crown atop your head. Wow, that's a strong eagle. Okay. As you stand on a golden podium. I mean, I guess there are some golden eagles could pick up like baby deer, so I guess that's not totally outside the realm.
Ooh, I figured it out. I popped out Twitch chat and I'm watching on Discord.
Alright. I think you all got the money that got spent.
Did I?
Some patricians, some barons, and some grandees' wealth has increased, so you may have more money.
I have 1,300.
Only the Grand Pensionary of Kurth is not in attendance. The Republic, after all, is fundamentally opposed to the very concept of monarchy.
Hey, there's the march. That's us.
Monarch must acquire an heir and complete their ambition to win the game. A spouse is useful, but not necessary. Complete your ambition before a scheme or rebellion usurps you. Or before you lose all authority, treasury, and stability. Oh, I guess if you drain the treasury, I lose. I didn't know that. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. Oh no. To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition.
I think she's hitting on you.
No, but she will kill me if I'm a bad ruler. My question is this: when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you?
The last time I was asked that, the man shot me in the head. Blaze of Glory, V.
Yeah.
I've seen someone do military. I think I've seen someone do authority. I've seen someone try faith and fail miserably at it. We'll go with stability. We're going with stability, so you guys are going to want to destabilize the kingdom, because that will cause me to fail my victory condition. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Now that you've played all events, advance the game by clicking End Season. Each region will now vote for one of 3 randomly selected schemes. This is how all of you win the game.
There's Waka.
Schemes are made up of 3 stages with specific stat requirements. Passing all 3 scheme stages places the region's claimant on the throne and wins the game. Kato of the Wikipedia family, eccentric coastal rapscallion, scribbles with a well-used quill on hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Beard McBeardface. Something must be done.
I see.
Waka has to vote.
If he doesn't, you'll have to.
I don't know if I can. Well, yeah, that's true. I am part of that faction.
Hey. Oh, you can roll dice too.
Voting is closed.
There you go. You heard me.
So the patricians' goal is to lower their defiance. The patricians plan to swap the real king for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spymaster. To advance their scheme, the patricians must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Ernesta of the Jonathan lineage, sinister thuzzard firebrand, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. So do you want to raise authority, raise your faction's farming, or lower stability?
Does that raise your own authority?
No, it's authority is a kingdom stat.
Looks like. Might have a
Okay.
chance of farming.
I mean, your farming's already really fucking high, but the way that the schemes work is I think they dynamically set it a little bit higher than where you're currently at, unless you're maxed. So it should give you a goal of 8, I think. The grandee claimant Ernesta has been chosen by the 9th god to be the next queen. She has promised a first miracle, food for all. To advance their scheme, the grandees must raise their farming to wow, I was wrong. Okay, you're basically already there, so you have to prevent other people from screwing your scheme up, which they can do.
His goal is literally get a bag of Cheetos.
Yes.
Hey, it's me.
Uland of the Stregel bloodline. Well-known Marcher Elder. Oh, right, because they're the March. Stands before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched. When have the barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never. I know you'll do what it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Oh, Keegan,
Hey, someone's here.
you have a friend.
I don't know who it is. They're purple like you, Johan. Are they part of your clan?
I disavow them.
No, they're part of your. See how this is red? They're part of yours.
Oh, I know that. I mean, is that like LD?
Nope, don't know them.
The Barons plan to replace the King's advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the Barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Here you can review the regent's schemes and their claimants. When you have an heir, they will appear on the right of this page. Your reign ends abruptly, the nobles will vote for the next monarch. Yeah, you can't just, like, off me and win the game. Likewise, I can't just off you and, like, depose your scheme. If one of your characters happens to die in a random event, your kid basically just comes and replaces you.
I see. Hi, I just wanted to join a KOTC. Oh, you just have viewers, Peas, is what's happening. You're popular now. Look at that.
Hello, Persidipity. Normally people don't actually watch me streams, but a bunch of friends are playing King of the Castle with me, so thank you for joining. Alright, so now that I've actually never played a game of this as a monarch, I have to actually read with these because I don't have them internalized in my brain. Okay, we're not going to do the first one because since this is the first time playing for a lot of y'all, I'm not going to like forcefully end voting unless someone's AFK. Oh man, that's weird. Kind of like the reverse voting.
That makes it a little more random.
Now keep in mind, the reverse voting is only going to happen if I like enact that law while we're voting. It's not going to be all the time.
Alright.
Alright, we have more people in the march, so I'm going to do their event first. Your Majesty, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate. And it's not even from the march. Its name is Seraphina, and it bears a southern flag.
Dude, fucking Southerners down there, the Grandees. Oh, yeah, typical.
That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea. Well, she's been found on land, right on top of my favorite picnic spot. My common folk discovered only one survivor on board, a southern sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Ugh, my head is killing me. Has been ever since I woke up. Did you teleport the ship? What? Oh, right, it's on land.
Yeah, the picture is misleading.
Picture is misleading. I swear I didn't do anything. The last I remember, we were sailing along the southern waters, then nothing. Dude's got a parrot. I don't believe him. He's a pirate. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. Nay, we must interrogate him further. I must know why this ship is on my land.
That's true. Set your laws for voting.
We're vetoing that one because I'm already effing poor. Thanks, guys.
Wait, so we have Defiance? I'll get behind whatever Persephone wants.
All right, everybody is apparently.
Yeah.
The grandees grumble amongst themselves, muttering about your lack of charity. The sailor is left to wander as he wishes, and you do not hear from him again. Defiance is now aloof.
Oh, it made Yellow's Defiance higher. Okay.
As news spreads about the bizarre reappearance of Seraphina, visitors come to the march to view the wreck. They arrive keen to spend money on overpriced tourist goods.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, it's the Ark attraction.
Yeah, yes it is. No one dares to get close. Rumor has it that some visitors have gone missing after spending too long near the vessel.
The game's giving me drops. I see why people buy it. They're like, yeah, I need this.
Who's got the best military? Okay.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Yeah, that means you're not being the honor guard.
Huh.
So funny thing about that, like the one time that I've seen someone successfully assassinate a king, if you rebel, and you're also the honor guard, the honor guard basically just pieces out. Now that you are king, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? I suppose so.
Yeah, see, Persephone, shit, hold on, I got that.
Sounds like something that someone's planning to overthrow me would say.
It's
Yeah.
Persephone, alright?
You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, your majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision.
He's already wearing red. Well, you know.
The patricians with champion gladiators from the arena, the grandees with fierce battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Percy Dippity? Okay. Thank you for letting us know how to say that. I may forget that because since I have attention deficit disorder, I have the memory of a goldfish. It's also in chat though, so I could just scroll up and read if I didn't want to be lazy. I may try that. Think carefully, your majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Yeah, no, I'm too poor for that, people. You took like half my money.
What foreign mercenaries do you suggest? You should have him tell you about the Veterans of the March. Aquaman has an up and a down.
So the people that I select will become more loyal, and the people that I don't choose will kind of get upset.
Okay.
Like that.
Wow, dude.
So the reason why I chose that, just since it's
the green wants it to be low.
yeah, the green wants it to be low, and you have too big of a military. If anyone were to try and overthrow me, the march would probably be the highest chance of success for a rebellion.
Now, the real reason is because you want battle nuns walking around the palace.
Of course, I want my waifus. Battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel masks betraying nothing. Before filing into formation wow, I can read. Before filing into formation behind your throne. Filling has 2 L's.
The Empire now has stormtroopers. Good work.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they do look cool. I've never actually seen the Battle Nun. I've never actually seen somebody choose that when I've been playing this game.
I don't hold it against you, right?
I mean, definitely feel free to hold it against me. This is how this game works.
Nah, dude, I'm chill.
Yeah, just like you were chill in that game of Anno that we played.
I am chill in all my games. Even the ones where I kill people
Even-
on turn 3 and
Even when
civilization.
you're lighting their civilization on fire, you're chill, just with fire. Hello, Tony.
Tony. Look, you've got more friends.
Yeah, and so this game is great for getting people to interact with stream. It's just the first.
Tony, if you can choose, green has the least amount of people.
He can choose if he owns the game.
Oh.
I think. Yeah, you can choose if you own the game, but if you don't own the game, it tries to auto balance.
You're in charge of the green boys now.
Which is good because the other guys haven't been voting. Partially because one of them's me.
No time. Petty problems.
Your Highness, I'm ruined. Hordlings have occupied my vineyard and driven my staff away. What's a hordling?
Unless the chiefs are available.
Oh, yeah. I didn't choose the Chiefs because the last time I saw a Chiefs game, they basically wrecked everybody else's military. Oh, God. Wow, that's a terrible choice. I'm just gonna see what y'all want to do. I think all of those are terrible. Well, there goes my money.
Do we all lose if you run out of money?
No, I think you guys win. Maybe? I'm not sure. I've never actually seen the treasury get drained before.
Let's see.
You dip into the treasury and hire a stern-faced adventurer from the guild. Never fear, your majesty. I can drive them out without collateral damage. And then we'll see the conclusion of that event later. Nobles can use their wealth to bid on any building in any region, each of which affects a stat. So, nobles, your goal in this is basically going to be an auction where you and your allies are voting with your money to select a building. You want to select a building that is either going to screw over your opponents, or screw me over, or support your scheme. This is done through an auction where only the 2 most funded buildings are chosen. You can actually fund things for other factions if it's bad for them. When the auction is open, nobles can fund with the following command, ! Fund A, X, where X is personal wealth. Your personal wealth is listed on the right-hand side of the screen. Most of you have 1,300. I'm not going to fund anything because I joined just to get the game started because we only had 3 people. When the auction is open, oh, I already read that. Ha, there's that goldfish memory. When you're ready, hit start auction to begin. Okay, we're starting auction.
Okay, so whatever has the most funding gets the.
Yeah, so you can throw all of your money at something. You can throw a little bit of money at something. You're basically whatever has it's not going to charge you money if the thing that you selected doesn't get funded. Also, this happens more than once, so if you waste all your money now, there's a possibility that you might not be able to win next time it happens.
Can you do multiple funding
Yeah.
this time?
Yeah. You can fund as much as you want, spread out all over the place. And it'll only charge you for the ones that win.
Oh, which ones win?
The two that are the highest funded.
Hmm.
So right now, the prison and the aqueduct are what are winning. The prison's
We're
actually
trying to build a prison for you and me to live in.
the prison's actually bad for me because I want stability to be high for my goal. So that's a pretty smart choice for him
For her. For us?
or her. I mean, I think he said join he, so I'm assuming it's a he.
Oh. For all of us.
All right, stability has gone down.
Join she, her. Come on, dude. Come
Really?
Alright.
I apologize.
Wow. Dude. You're gonna lose your viewers now.
Oh, it did join she here. Man, I'm terrible. Sorry about that.
You're going into prison. That's what's happening.
Yes, that prison is for me because I have a shit memory. All right, what are we doing now?
We're bankruptcy looms. That
Finding a
sounds
spans.
great.
Yes, bankruptcy looms. Treasury is almost empty. Your Highness. Where the hell did it all go? Couldn't possibly say, Your Majesty. Perhaps you have been spending a little too freely.
That's true. You need to rein it back.
Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options.
You don't want to raise taxes.
You could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Oh, wow. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard.
You should take a bank loan. Wait, but this seems very cheating, okay? But you should crack open the tombs.
Yeah, no, I'm not cracking over the tombs. That's counterproductive for what my goals are.
You should just.
I'm just gonna tell the Fed to give me money. The Royal Mint begins churning out new coins, allowing you to pay off several old debts.
You can announce on KOTC's Discord channel. He's as bashful, okay? I don't know if he's gonna go when it's his own stream.
Like a what?
You can announce your stream
Oh,
on Discord.
I did not know that. That's actually a good point.
Sounds like Tony tapped into the feed, though. Your responsibility is piloting this kingdom. If you go trying to figure out Discord at this point, the kingdom has gone AFK.
In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your
Is it
mother. Oh god. No, don't bring my mother into this. I hate my mom. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. You better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind?
Annie, roll the dice, man. What did you
Sure,
get
why
the
not?
most?
Excellent. I'll send out messengers for the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. One time I was playing this, my character died, but my daughter married the king, so I'll count that as a win. Why do I not see any events? Dire Straits.
That's what you're in.
Your Majesty, we're broke. Are we? Oh,
I mean, not anymore.
we
They are.
can't even
That's right.
afford to pay our sweepers. The capital streets are overflowing with trash. I refuse to sell my gold dinner plates. What? Fortunately, Lord Patrician Tony Karlstrom has offered to lend a hand.
Oh, you could, yeah.
The coast is with you, your serene highness. If we can help this beautiful city, we will. Some choices have uncertain outcomes, called challenges. These can either be random or based on a stat. The percentage shows the chance of success.
Hey, that's not a good vote. We need to band together here, guys. The authority needs to go down. Johan's betraying us.
Well, it didn't matter.
Well, your vote counts as 2, doesn't it?
Kind of, but I still lost. I mean, it's 2 versus 3.
Good. Oh yeah. Good luck with your street festival.
I'm sure that will go excellently, your esteemed highness. Hey, trade challenge succeeded. The Chancellor issues a proclamation inviting coastal merchants and traders to attend the festival with stall fees collected to pay for capital upkeep. Soon the visitors and coins flow in. Oh man, Defiance went back down. Damn! Here you can set different levels of tax or bribes for each region in your kingdom, potentially punishing some while rewarding others.
Whoa.
Balance the needs of your treasury against defiance changes. Remember, if a region's defiance is higher than both authority and stability, they can rebel. All nobles gain wealth here, but one region gains extra wealth with a trade bonus. Regions with a higher trade stat are more likely to get a trade bonus.
You should tax the patricians.
I should tax the patricians because they're rich as fuck.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. They're getting out of hand.
Well, I'm not bankrupt anymore.
Just printed money. That's cheating.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we do with the Fed Reserve, right? The adventurer you sent to my vineyard has not returned. Oh, this is a problem. Oh, God.
I suddenly became broke.
Sorry, Jonathan, you're broke. Now I do not even have the money to pay my servants. I cannot sell my vineyard, for its worth has plummeted to 0.
There, a small loan.
Considering the state of the southern wine industry, you have high hopes that you'll see a return on your investment in due time. I mean, with the way that my investment portfolio goes, it's a crapshoot. I've nailed like 4 unicorns, and one of the companies I invested in went bankrupt, so we'll see which one that is. Oh, it's time for wives/husbands. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You will be securing a powerful alliance. I suppose so, but the alliance comes first. Yes, very matter of fact. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. From the coast, I can't pronounce that name. Marinus? Marinus. Yeah, sure. The wealthy heir to noble patrician. Hey, it's the heir to myself.
There you go.
I mean, just look at him. He's gorgeous, and apparently he's got a silver tongue too. His interests.
Literally you.
His interests are typical. Yeah, not really. I do not have a silver tongue. I can't convince people to do shit for the life of me.
No, I mean, like, that's your character, so
Sure.
you are playing with yourself.
Yeah, yes, yeah. His interests are typical of the coast. Money, money, and money, and making more of it. There's also a scandal recently where he was publicly critical of the church. Nothing came of it. From the south, Bellona, the eldest daughter of Jonason's lineage. She's
You
reputed...
got Johan in a dress.
She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? I mean, everyone in the South has a huge ego, right? Like many in the South, she claims to put her faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns, and she's got grand plans by all accounts. She wants to change the world!
Grandest.
And finally, we have the March's offering, Tebeka, scion of the prestigious Perseidipity. That's how it's right, I remember. Perseidipity bloodline. I'm gonna have to choose this one because I got Perseidipite's gender wrong. So, I still feel bad about that. A typical baroness, really. Loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. Give her half a chance and she'll expound at length on how we should improve the lot of the peasants. Of course, well, unfortunately I can't pick the patricians. Because 1, it's myself, and 2, because I don't want them to actually like me more. We're going with Tebeka.
We're not defiant at all now. We're so chill.
Your Majesty, I have some odd news to report. Ever since the wreck of the Serafina was found on my land, people have been losing their memory. It started small, but it's spreading. And I woke up this morning to find I'd lost a week of my life. Something is deeply wrong. Perseidipity, you're losing it. Don't care. Oh, okay, you guys get to vote again.
Yeah. Wow. This is what we were made for. Of course, Johan.
The one time people can take money from me, they don't want to do it because it gives me stability.
You have too much money now. No one cares about you.
It's true, I do have lots of money now.
Just waiting for the inflation to kick in.
I know, right? Like, when's the inflation event gonna happen? I don't know if that's a thing, but if it is, I would be impressed.
We're gonna roll so
All right,
high.
you have a 70% chance. You succeeded. A crack team of Marcher siege engineers are sent to destroy the ship from a safe distance with giant trebuchets. Soon the ship is nothing but scrap iron and splinters. The amnesia that had been sweeping over the nearby villages fades away. Thanks for the authority, guys. Not that I needed that, but... It's alright, I wasn't planning on winning this game anyways. Chaos in the kingdom, deep in the forest of the March. Baroness Perseidipity has gone boar hunting with a few of her close friends. Given the recent turmoil, the council is calling for the king's inner circle to resign. We need to increase the pressure. If the king's in a weak enough position, he's got no choice but to bow to our demands. No more interfering spy master, no more marshal or chancellor or treasurer, a whole new inner circle all made up of barons. For the next stage of the scheme, the barons must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons.
Wait, did we win the last one?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's a way to
good.
there's a way to see like what stage of scheme you're on. That wasn't it.
Let me try a command. Oh, it didn't work.
Is there? Do you have a Twitch overlay button?
Oh yeah. Oh, I do. I don't know what the last one is. It didn't show. But I'm sure we did great.
By royal decree, we can tweak the laws governing how the council votes. We can't pass more than 3 of these laws at once, and only 1 may be used per vote. Wedding time! Your wedding to Tebeka is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bernard's Cathedral with Tebeka at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I've changed my mind! Then I pronounce you king and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Tebeka, dances so vigorously that she spills wine all over herself. By the time you find yourself alone with Tebeka, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I am so drunk. And yet somehow, not drunk enough. Time for more wine. So what do you do in your spare time? She hunts. She has a crossbow. She shoots things. I already know that. Shall we go to bed together? No time like the present, eh? She swings back the dregs of her wine and leads you to bed.
The correct response was, "What did you think of the wedding?" Because I've been in one recently. That's what they want you to ask. All right.
Apparently not this one. She was drunk and wants to get busy making babies already. I mean, it depends on what culture you're from. If this were, someone from the patricians, I could definitely see that being the question that they would want asked.
That marker is really inland for a beached whale.
Yeah, yes it is. My interest is piqued. So is that whale. Your Serene Highness... Wow, I can't talk. Your Serene Highness. A great big whale washed up on the coast, right outside my villa. However, before I could offer my servants to harvest its blubber, a finfolk crawled up onto the sand. It begged me for an audience with the king. Sure, why not? I don't want to piss off something that's potentially Cthulhu, baby. Your hopes are fulfilled when a frog-faced, green-skinned man waddles in, his flippers slapping against the marble. Hey! Thanks for following, Tony.
He's got that Innsmouth look.
I have like 7 followers, so that's like a significant percentage increase. Thank you. Your Majesty, this whale's name was Tebebi. She was wise and gentle and a great friend of the Finfolk. We request her return so we could send her soul into the great abyss with honor.
Do we get to vote? I don't want to vote on this. I'm voting for whale oil.
In what way was the whale your friend? She kept the sharks away, banished our gloom with her beautiful songs, and provided us with her bounteous milk.
Whale
Oh,
milk. Okay.
it's like what Mark Hamill was doing in The Jedi. It's green milk, right? Spoilers. Please return her to us so we can give her a proper burial. Depths below, you can't seriously be considering this, Your Serene Highness. The beast is dead! Alright, let's see how greedy people are. Oh wait, no, that's not what I want. Dang it! Oh, I can cancel them. Yes!
We haven't started the vote.
There we go. Okay, if you vote for the one that I marked, you get money. Nobody cares. Nobody wants money. Everybody wants to harvest the dead whale. Alright, note to self. People in this game are not greedy enough for that option to work. Alright, I'm just going to mention that if angry sea people come up out of the ocean and murder the patricians, you will rue this day.
It's not my problem.
You're right, it's probably not your problem.
Not my problem. That's Tony's problem.
Tebebi, no, you will pay for this, surface dwellers. The dead whale is flensed and harvested for valuable blubber, oils, and I don't know how to say that word. Ambergris. As a result, the coast prospers, and Lord Patrician Tony Karlstrom prospers most of all. Oh damn, look at that money. And their defiance went down. However, a spate of bad fortune sees many coastal fishing villages sunk at sea. Vessels, not villages. Dang. Their sailors lost forever. One of the few survivors reports that they were raided by grudge-bearing finfolk. As much as I'm trying to keep the patricians' defiance up, it's just not happening. Your Majesty, the Palace Watch are reporting that there is a troll downstairs in the dungeon. What's a troll? Violent, brutish creatures. I have no idea how it got into our dungeon, but we better do something about it. I'll deal with the monster before it hurts anyone. You stride past and descend into the dungeons. 2 officers stand guard over the troll who's snoring in the middle of an empty cell. It seems to have torn a hole in the dungeon wall. Oh. It's using the dungeon as a dormitory. Gingerly, the officers poke the troll with their long poleaxes. After several rumbling grunts, one eye opens. What? Yes, you
Found your
too?
spouse.
Who are you? Yeah, no thanks. What, the king? Beard McBeardface? Spirits, I must not have been myself last night. How did you get in here? My head's pounding like a town bell. So I probably had a few too many red mist cups last night and wandered in here. Wherever here is.
Off with his head.
Ah, crap. 80% and a failed. Well, with that, the creature lump is out of the room, right through the hole they created, back into the catacombs and beyond.
You need to fix that wall. Lol, no.
You order someone to patch it up, and then they get back to your bed before it's needed shut up. Wow, I murdered that sentence. My mouth is not working with my eyes. Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, noble patrician Wikipedia has invited you to their closest confidants aboard their yacht. You said you had a surprise for me. Indeed, and here it is. Behold, I'm talking to myself. Your Majesty, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any... Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the king, it's a peasant who's the king's spitting image. Remarkable, and just in time. The spy master trusts us so much that she's not noticed that we're refitting civilian vessels into battleships. Oh god, the patricians have a stronger military now. That means we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the king and putting this fool in his place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom to be in utter chaos. Bad enough that the king's abduction can slip past unnoticed. For the next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. We're, almost there, so... The prophesized Ninth Herald has finally manifested on Celeste Ath, taking the form of a humble noble known as Ernesta, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Or so the grandees claim. Ha! Peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Ernesta. I knew you could do it. Oh, that was one of my potential wives, wasn't it? Praise be to the ninth god. Praise be. But this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false king. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Wow, okay, well, I'm gonna lose this game. Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying that they have a right to your throne. No doubt the nobles are already scheming to crown their region's preferred claimant.
No.
I mean, we're already pretty close to the game.
Hyperinflation.
Hey! That's gonna be fun. As you ordered, Your Majesty, the Royal Mint has churned out thousands of new coins using cheap gold-like metals. Wow, materials. The treasury is technically replenished. My genius is almost frightening.
Yeah.
I sense a butt coming. But it's also devaluing the currency across the kingdom. A loaf of bread now costs 100 times what it used to. Something must be done. If this gets worse, our currency will be worthless. There's nothing wrong with it. Well, all of these suck, but I'm gonna have to veto the middle one.
The middle one sounded like a great option.
Well, the middle one sounded like a great option for making the game longer. This might straight up just kill me. I'll have 600 left after this. We're adopting a foreign currency.
Hell yeah, we're using pesos now, motherfuckers.
You slowly adopt the currency of the Ashmedian Empire, resulting in a kingdom-wide shame and loss of pride. Yeah, Tony. Unity is a beautiful... Well, Unity is a beautiful thing if it's not a game engine.
They kicked that CEO out.
That's true. They're trying to do better.
It's not enough.
Oh
Maybe
god.
it'll be.
I vetoed the middle one because I didn't want stability to go down, and stability went down way more.
I mean, stability was one of the ones that are... This looks great. Looks like it's a great option we chose.
It's a good thing most of your citizens can't read Ashmedian because you're pretty sure each coin is inscribed with records of past military victories over your own kingdom. Your Highness, I've been thinking. Marcher soldiers are without peer, but our armies could always be stronger.
That's true. No
What
lies.
we really need are better horses, but the best don't come cheap.
That's true.
I don't have money! The Ashmedians have a surplus of destriers at the moment, horses bred for war. Perhaps the crown could go halves with the barons to acquire some? For the good of the kingdom, of course. You don't need a bigger military. You have the biggest military.
Yeah, but it could
Not
be bigger.
currently.
Yeah, you do. 6? 4? 4?
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong number.
Treasury too low. Ha! We can't bankrupt me.
Right, put a golden choice on there.
I don't know if it's gonna matter, but we'll see. And my axe! Hey, Wiley. Oh, Wiley, if you want to join the game, you could do exclamation point join.
Exclamation point, join, and then like he or she or they or banana. Oh no, someone else. Wow.
People wanted money this time. Ah, you're on mobile. Okay. I mean, it's still not impossible, but it is kind of a pain in the ass to type.
If he can type sentences, he can type vote.
All right. Well, one more person joining isn't going to change the vote, so I'll just continue. Discourage the barons' reliance on war horses. Thanks for following, Waka. No destriers. What are we going to ride? Coursers? Bah. It's like you people know nothing about horses or chivalry. No, dude, I would make you ride a donkey. Oh wait, that's not a dude, that's my wife. Oh, that's Stregel. Sorry, you and your daughter look very similar.
Not my daughter.
Is it not? Okay.
It's Persidipides.
Oh, is it? Am I married to Persidipides' daughter? All right. See, crap from memory. I don't remember a damn thing.
You're married to Persidipides' daughter, who was a drunk. The season before, her whole family got Alzheimer's from a magic ship.
That sounds entirely on brand for my family. Beard McBeardfaced, dearest, I have something for you. It's something I brought back from my latest hunt. A trophy! Tebeka takes you by the hand and leads you to the Great Hall, where a white sheet hangs from some statue that wasn't there before.
Hell yeah.
When she pulls the sheet free and it falls to the floor, the taxidermied figure of a great brown bear is revealed, snarling in anger as if ready to attack.
I'm ready to spend off more of your money.
You're not spending money, you're giving it to me if I pick this one.
No, but I want to spend it after.
Oh god, yeah, sell it? That would piss her off. The bear makes a fine addition to the council chambers. Your nobles give it nervous glances every time they enter the room. Auction time! Two of you want stability to go down, one of you wants authority to go down. Yeah, Tony, this is the most viewers I've ever had. I should probably play this game more often.
Hell yeah.
Alright, stability's getting worse, authority's getting worse. Everybody hates me.
No, we just want the people to be entertained.
That's fair. Your marriage to Tebeka has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it blossomed into something like love.
Why is there a crow on the crib, you know?
To eat the baby.
That is a good question. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. Magnificent. Yeah, I can speak. Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom. Man, my mother's mean. But I'm glad you found a way to have both. Okay, not as mean. You have done well so far, but something is still missing. An heir. Man, we're just getting to the heir event, and I've almost lost already. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they are a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business to defeat the Huns. Please don't sue me, Disney.
Will she give you a daughter when you need a son?
Oh god. I may be singing the rest of that song depending on how this goes. Your Majesty, I've received worrying reports. Worrying and confusing. I'm constantly worried and confused. Yes, Your Majesty, I did get that impression. I've received reports from one of my little birdies in noble patrician Wikipedia's villa. They have a most unusual guest. Oh no, is it some kind of parasite thing? Oh, no, it's you, Your Majesty. Or someone who looks just like you. I have no reason to suspect the patricians of plotting anything, and yet I can't square this away. Unfortunately, I can't devote too many resources to solving this puzzle with the kingdom in such a lamentable state. Too busy fighting fires elsewhere. I recommend you call a meeting of the council and try to do something to put a stop to this. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys fight it out. The patricians obviously want C. Everyone else wants anything but that. And somehow Tony is the only patrician voting. Man, where'd all your friends go?
I think they against their own interests by raising civility.
See, we're looking out for you.
Thanks, I appreciate it. The ranks
Yeah,
of
no
your
problem.
palace watch are swollen with new men, and a strict curfew is set up within a 2-mile radius of the palace. It should help keep you safe, but the nobles think it's a display of weakness. There are rumors that you're slipping into paranoia. Everybody's coming to get me.
Oh, the prophet. How do I feel like when I feel like Johan's gonna get involved in this?
Your Majesty, I assume you're familiar with the Grandee's latest puppet, the so-called Ninth Herald? Is this important? Quite so, yet the Grandees are pushing Ernesta as their claimant to your throne, to be put there by force if necessary. Unfortunately, the kingdom's going through a rough period. You'll need to stabilize as quickly as possible. I don't have enough money for the first one.
You can do reverse
Yeah,
voting. Oh, you.
I'm just not going to do anything. I'm going to let you guys fight over it.
You will pay, and you will like it.
That might end the game. I don't think actually I've never actually seen the treasury go negative, so we'll see. Where financial challenges prove popular among the common folk, who throw their newly freed cash into recreational pursuits, you can only hope it's enough to stave off the Grandees. Okay, well the game.
Help you get that stability up.
Well, the game didn't immediately fail, but we'll see what happens. Somewhere along the coast, noble patrician Wikipedia strolls in their olive grove, accompanied by a close friend. The kingdom's on the brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. What do you intend us to do? Swoop in and kidnap the king in full view of the honor guard and the palace watch? No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have two options. This is a patrician-only vote. Which at this point I think is only Tony, because nobody else is doing anything.
I think that's a mistake, Tony. Okay? I feel like the king has more control over the Defiance than he does the farming.
Well, a lot of it depends on random events. We need to convince the king that the coast is on the verge of rebellion. In the current climate, he'll be forced to make a diplomatic visit to go smooth things over. That's when we strike. One king enters the peace tent, and another king leaves. For the final stages of their scheme, the patricians must raise their defiance to at least 6, but without starting a rebellion. At least one region has entered the final stage of their scheme. If they pass, they will win the game. There are some exceptions. If 2 or more regions pass a final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random. If stability, authority, or treasury hits 0, and a final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. Well, the treasury is already at 0, so we'll see. If the rebellion ends with a rebellion win and the final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. The monarch can only win in ambition events, which will appear after you've acquired an heir, which I don't have. The south swells with devotees from across the kingdom. They come to see Ernesta, the Ninth Herald, in action. In the picturesque town of Calaville, the grandee's holy claimant delivers a speech to the raucous applause. Well, to raucous applause. 2 figures stand in an alcove nearby.
They always in alcoves, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's the place where you want to be when you're having shady conversations. If our army were strong enough, we could take the palace by force. A crusade? That sounds promising, though I suggest we leave it up to the Ninth God. Surely he will intervene on Ernesta's behalf.
John's gonna pick faith. 100%. He's picking faith. Yeah. He's gonna praise the Lord and pass the ammunition.
I mean, that's the closest option for me. Military's way behind.
Yeah, unfortunately for the patricians, they can't trade the king to death. Have a good night.
Good night, Wiley. Let us join in prayer, fellow grandees. The end of King Beard McBeardface's illegitimate, godless rule is upon us. Our claimant, Ernesta, is poised to take the throne and usher in a new golden age. We need only wait for a miracle. For the final stage of their scheme, the grandees must raise their faith to at least 9. Somewhere in the march, Baroness Persidipity sits at a banquet, gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. She and her fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. The Ninth God has finally answered our prayers, my friend. The council demands that the king's advisors resign, and the king is too weak to resist. Our replacements are waiting in the wings. In fact, the weakened king has already started listening to my advice. Marcher taxes have been lowered, and our merchants prosper. Once our advisors surround the king, we'll have complete control of what he hears. We will shape his reality. We'll treat the king like a mushroom. Keep him in the dark and feed him dung.
Perfect.
You got it. The question is, what should we do with this control?
Alright. I don't know.
Neither of those are ideal choices. Because if you do, hey. Oh man, it's gonna go random. So, I mean, neither of them were perfect. A aligns with my goals. B aligns with the patrician's goals.
I have a feeling we can juice the king for, you know.
We'll turn the king into our powerless little puppet. Dance, puppet, dance. I actually don't know how to dance. Well, that's not true. I can, like, ballroom dance, sort of, kinda. Improv dance, I'm terrible at.
Now, first deputy, we got this. We just have to kill the baby. Yeah, but if we raise defiance, then Green Boys win. And the king is going to be able to influence the votes more.
Sometimes it's scary how much you get into this, but it's a great plan. What now? Now, the kingdom must return to prosperity, and will ensure we get all the credit. The council will see this as a demonstration of our competence. They'll insist on sweeping out the old guard. At that point, we've won. Just a little infanticide. Yeah. I mean, babies are football-shaped. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must raise stability to at least 5.
These other guys are hosed. Hey. Oh, you should bribe the Green Boys.
Yeah, with what money?
Oh. Taxing us. No. See that you can change because of the Yeah, I think you still can.
Probably. So yeah, we.
Oh, but not that way.
I'd have to do that.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose no matter what, because I think I need stability to be higher than 5 in order for me to win.
No, believe in yourself. Part of the cards.
Yeah. It's Michael.
It's me.
Give me money!
No.
Hi, Michael. How are you doing?
Hi, Pete.
Yeah, been a while.
It has been a hot minute since I believe that big party that I crashed. I'm good.
Oh god, unpaid debt.
How are you doing? Tell me about you.
Doing alright. I mean, I can't talk too much because we're streaming right now, and most of what goes on in my life is subject to like non-disclosure agreements.
Oh no, not NDAs.
I guess my dog is still alive, so that's nice.
Hey, we love that. I'm a big fan of that.
Your August Majesty, you have to stop these barons. They're hiring giants from Atesh. As you enter the council hall, you find a towering scaled giant gleaming in the candlelight, hunched over slightly to avoid hitting the chandelier with his head. The nobles cower in fear. We couldn't have any horses, so we decided to go in another direction. Bronze giants. 12 feet tall, strong as 10 soldiers, they're especially excellent for knocking down enemy walls. Wink, wink.
We're good. You should have chose us as the guard.
Council, I must protest this. These monsters are the spawn of the 8th god, twisted and unholy creatures that no mortal should trifle with. Faith down, faith down, faith down. Alright, I'm just gonna let you guys have at it. You people, sorry. Not everyone here is guys. Use youths! These youths!
These youths, yes.
I think we want to go for something else. Like, Persephone, I'll follow you. Maybe.
I'm gonna wait. Okay. I was gonna wait for everyone to vote before I ended things, but that's... You're gonna make me choose, apparently. Wait a little bit, just in case anybody else wants to. Anybody that's AFK, I want to be a tiebreaker. Okay, I guess not.
Oh, number one's bad. Oh, green wants number one. Because it'll raise their defiance. B cancels out the fact that we got the bonuses from it.
Very well, as long as the giants aren't used for war, then we won't feel threatened.
Lame.
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 Bah, you never had to worry in the first place unless you were planning to go to war with us. The church does its best to preach against the bronze giants, but their usefulness can't be denied. The barons use them to build bridges, aqueducts, and more. Their citizens, though wary at first, quickly get used to this new order of things.
Mm-hmm. Johan's winning on faith now. Yeah, he's doing so good. An unpaid debt? Maybe you should do the other one first.
Yeah. I don't want to nuke the treasury again. Your Majesty, the acclaimed playwright Percival Crawlforth has written another smash hit. All the theaters in the capital are showing it nightly. What's the problem? The problem is that the new play features a character obviously based on you. The character is played by a professional clown named Biffo. At one point, a bucket of custard is upended over his head as he sits on the throne. Your Highness, peasants and nobles alike are watching this play. The theaters are packed. You must put a stop to it. You simply cannot be known as King Biffo.
You should attend it yourself.
Actually, yeah.
And laugh.
Because I think politicians that are able to laugh at themselves are actually better leaders.
Okay, I gotta bounce wiggle wiggle. I miss you all. I love you dearly.
You too.
Goodbye.
Bye, friends. Say hi to Shelby for me.
I will.
Goodbye.
This sounds like a plot point of Disney's Robin Hood.
A shocked silence falls in the theater as heralds announce your arrival. You wave from the royal box as actors stare up at you, clearly horrified. The play begins. Soon enough, the Cloud King arrives on stage, comedically tripping over his own robes. They somehow found an actor who looks just like you. Endless humiliations are heaped on this honking, squeaking parody. Finally, the play concludes with the custard-drenched king handing his crown to the deserving hero. All eyes turn to you. How do you react? Climb onto the stage.
Yeah.
The actors shrink away from you. The audience are deadly silent. Everyone's terrified of what you'll do next at this point. The audience break out into relieved cheers. The actors bow before you, weeping from gratitude.
Hey, you're now ineffective.
That's pretty much exactly how I wanted that to go. But yeah, politicians need to be able to make fun of themselves. After that, the whole capital could talk about nothing but your good humor and mercy.
Not getting killed by the king's a good day.
Alright, time to go bankrupt. Do you recall Grandee Johansson? Oh, I might get money from this. You offered him a loan to help him get back on... Wow. Her feet, sorry. You offered him a loan to help him get back on her feet? What?
Wait.
Am I having a seizure?
Someone's having a stroke.
I think his pronouns he picked was he, her.
Okay.
No, he didn't, but okay, continue on.
Regrettably, he made some bad investments and almost went bankrupt again. Something about a new invention, some kind of hybrid cutlery or so I hear.
Oh no, a spork.
Regardless, what should we do about the debt?
Kill him. Kill him. Is there anything that lowers his faith? No? Kill him.
What's killing do? Higher authority, lower money, higher treasury.
Oh, no. To arrest him gives you money. It takes his way.
Yeah. That actually might be the best play.
Arrest him. He's charged under the charges of sex.
Grandee Johnson is dragged to the dungeons and warned as a warning against any who would default on their debts to the crown. What meager wealth he had left is confiscated. It doesn't come close to repaying your loan, but it's something.
That's what you get for accepting the king's help.
I've just been punched in the wall all game.
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, anytime something terrible happens to your character, it just gets replaced by your heir. So your heir is now on the council.
Jonathan too.
Oh, we are not doing Royal Gamble.
What'd you take?
If a majority of people vote for the same thing, it increases the stability. Johannesson 2 Electric Boogaloo. Your Majesty, I am here to tender my resignation. The Chancellor is the last of your old inner circle. It all happened so quickly. Oh, did the Barons just win?
No, we're chilling, dude.
Stability's at 5. You may have just won.
We're chilling, okay?
The Treasurer's resignation was last week. The Spymaster vanished without a trace. The Marshal has come down with a mysterious illness, and your physician thinks she'll be dead within a week. I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but the Council have left me no choice. I am assured that my replacement will be most satisfactory.
It will.
Or Factorio. Goodbye, Your Majesty, and good luck.
Yeah, don't I get to choose?
You are left alone upon your throne. Or not quite alone. Your wife is by your side.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, my love. Your new advisors are Marcher. Just like me. Together we've got your best interests at heart. That's the spirit. Those old advisors were slowing you down. Just wait and see. You needed some honest barons to tell it like it is. At that moment, the doors to the throne room swing open. Hail, my liege. I shall be serving as your new spy master. Hey! Percy Dippity's the spy master! And I am honored to be taking place as your chancellor.
That means I get to choose the chances.
Shall we get right to it? First order of business. We think your role has expanded a little beyond what it should be. What's that supposed to mean? The council meetings are a drag, aren't they? You should use that time to relax, drinking wine in a bathhouse somewhere. We can take over for you, your majesty. Just leave it to us. Better for everyone that way. From that moment forward, council meetings are off limits. Instead, you spend your time riding horses, attending parties, and learning to play the bagpipes.
It was a happy ending after all.
Your new advisors assure you that the kingdom is thriving. The people love you. The church considers you a saint. And it's a new golden age.
It is.
They might even be right. After all, people certainly look happy enough when you're allowed to give a speech or wave from a stagecoach. But is the kingdom actually thriving? Well, you wouldn't know. Better to ask people who are really in power.
It is.
King Beard McBeardface ruled, if you could call it that, for a few more years. The barons were making the real decisions. It didn't take long for the king to outlive his usefulness. All that remained of the patricians' attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner deep under the palace, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumor. The grandees prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Ernesta in her rightful place on the throne, but no miracle came. King Beard McBeardface was kept in the dark, while the barons ruled supreme from the shadows. With the crowning of Monarch Vland, the barons expected this arrangement to continue. In that, they were profoundly mistaken, but that's another story.
It's Monarch Ulan, okay?
Uland? I thought that was a V, okay.
The tolerant. Look at you.
Alright, so yeah, that's that game. That was the first time playing... So go ahead.
What are the other buttons? There's other buttons at the top. The nobles and the kingdom.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Wealthiest nobody was... Yeah, Jonathan was poor!
I lost my winery. I lost all my money 3 times.
What about the kingdom? Hey, there's the Baron. He's got a little necklace and everything.
So yeah, that's that game. That was the first time playing it for a lot of you. Like I mentioned last time, it's kind of similar to the other one that we played, except completely different with regards to how the mechanics are coming to fruition.
It's same, but different.
Yeah. All right. I think a bunch of us need to go to sleep. Yeah.
And we do the plug.
Yeah, a bunch of us need to go to sleep because we have to work tomorrow. I have a dog that's going to wake me up at 6 in the morning to go for a walk, regardless of what I feel about it, because he's 90 pounds and he serves as an alarm clock.
Yeah. Where's the Oh, is it this? There we go.
Thanks everyone that came to play. This was a lot of fun and the most people I've ever had watching.
Yeah, look, Tony even changed his color to the. He's a pro player. He knows. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.